you're coming out with these two horror movies, but they're kind of like different. There's the Last Witch Hunter seems more like kind of an action-y one, like movie, and then Cooties kind of reminds me. It's almost like I saw the trailer. It kind of reminded me of The Faculty in reverse. It's sort of
people
like
have been saying that. That's funny.
So I'm kind of curious on your take on like sort of what is it about these two movies? Do you think that kind of separates the genre into kind of these subgenres?
Well, I mean, God, the horror genre is a really giant, wide umbrella. So many different kinds of films exist under that one umbrella. I mean, you know, Cooties is very much in the horror comedy tradition. It leans into the comedy side of it for sure. But I think what was really important to us making it was that we try and keep the horror elements as strong as the comedy elements. It always seemed to us that horror comedies tend to push more towards comedy or more towards horror, but more often than not comedy. So we were always making sure that at some level those things were even. And then with Last Witch Hunter, it's almost barely a horror movie. I mean, there are witches, which are certainly a staple in horror literature, and they can be horrific characters. But Last Witch Hunter is more of an action sort of fantasy film inherently. It presents a world in which there are witches all around us. It's got this man who's immortal, who's been fighting witches for centuries. So it has all of these kind of like fantastical elements to it as well.
I was a big fan of Wilfred, and for my last question, I just wanted to ask, that was a show that kind of ended on its own terms, and it had like a complete arc, and like you got to see it finish.
I'm really pleased we were able to do that.
Yeah, is that something that you would like to return to, like a kind of a comedy TV, or something maybe even like a little more supernatural, kind of playing into those elements?
Listen, I'm always open to new experiences. So I'm never opposed to any of those things. Wilfred was a really unique opportunity because it was this very strange show. We had the freedom to make the show that we wanted to make. We could get as weird as we wanted to get, as twisted and dark as we wanted to get. So it was a unique opportunity. If something like that with elements similar to that were to come around, I'd be excited to do it. I think I'm always just looking for something that is slightly different and different from anything I've done and unique.